Miracle Boy Boxing, ladies and gentlemen. I am your host, the one and only Hosting Cruz, bringing you another exciting edition of boxing. Don't forget to hit and to like, subscribe to my channel. It's always greatly appreciated. Stay tuned.
Ended up asking me would I ever come back, and I said there's no reason to. I said I don't see anybody there that inspires me to want to come back. I was like, there's so much I would have to stop doing, that I would have to do. So I guess, I know that she heard that and took offense to it. And then next thing I know, she's on YouTube saying Laila Ali was on, she said it out of her own mouth. Like, she heard me say there was nobody that she was inspired by that she felt could give her competition. I feel some kind of way. So then she started calling me out. And I was like, wow. So first thing I thought, because I'm the type of person, I would just pick up the phone. Like, you would think she'd pick up the phone, but I know this newer generation, like you said, is different. But now you took it public. And she was always the one calling me anyway. So I wasn't about to call her and say, hey, what's going on? I was like, okay, that's where she decided to go with it. So then, of course, now, the public is. They're going to exasperate it. They're going to spin it. And then the next time I do another interview at that point, she had already, talked about me, and she started putting stuff on her social media page. She ain't never fought nobody. She ain't never, she basically was trying to degrade my legacy and everything that I had done. And I was like, oh, okay, wow. That you're crossing a line now. You can think you can beat me. I see the look in your eyes. I see you going there. I'm just saying, you can think that. Right. That's fine. You're supposed to think that. Yeah, of course. But to start going in on my legacy and what I have and haven't done and all these things, I was like, wow, that's a lot. So that's kind of what happened. I think that fans don't like it because fans are like, man, we love both of y'all. Why does it have to be this way?
Miracle Boy Boxing, ladies and gentlemen. I am your host, Hosting Cruz, and guys, I am here to talk about, well, a pot has been stirred. I mean, this has been stirring since 2020 when Laila Ali was in the Breakfast Club and they were interviewing her, and what she said. They asked her, will she ever come back? And Layla was like, no, there's nothing there that inspires me right now in women's boxing. There's no one that inspires me enough to ever make me go back in that ring. I've been retired since 2007. I got a lot going on. So for me to drop everything that I'm doing, to step back in boxing, in a boxing ring, a brutal sport like boxing, that I left in '07. It's gonna take a lot for me to do that. And Claressa Shields, basically, Laila Ali said basically, Claressa Shields is not enough. And that rubbed Claressa the wrong way, based on what Layla said. And Claressa, she's got a lot of buttons, and she's got that one button that if you say something to her, in a way, you know, it's a saying, it's not what you say, it's how you say it. And Laila Ali, man, what she said and how she said it rubbed Claressa the wrong way, and that was it. It didn't take long for Claressa to respond, and eventually Claressa responded, and then back in 2020, these two women were going at it to the point that a fight almost was made between the two women. Laila Ali said eventually, if the money's there and the price is right, she will come back to fight Claressa Shields if it comes down to it. And for whatever reason, the fight never happened. Claressa said in her interview with Ward that some certain things were going on that the fight fell off. The money was there. I think Laila Ali was going to get paid $5 million to come back. I think $5 million was on the table for Laila Ali, and of course Claressa Shields was going to get paid pretty good as well. And it was going to be one of the biggest fights, if not the biggest fight in women's boxing history that time. But it never happened. Now, even now in 2025, as we have just entered in 2025, these two women, they first started beefing, going back and forth in 2020. Now in 2025, these two women are still going at it. And I'm saying here, you two keep talking. There's only one way to settle this, and that's by stepping in the ring and duking it out, getting it on, putting on those gloves, and let's do it. And even today is still the biggest fight in women's boxing, if this fight happens. Layla Ali versus Claressa Shields, you hear that, you read that, it sells in itself. That's pay-per-view. You know, what do we have here? Layla Ali, 24-0, 21 KOs. Layla Ali is regarded by some, by many, as one of the greatest fighters of all time in women's boxing. Four-time world champion, right? The daughter of the greatest of all time, Muhammad Ali. Um, and not because she's Muhammad Ali's daughter. Layla Ali, back in the day, during her prime, she could have fought. You know, she had punching power. She had a good one too. She could have. She loved to mix it up. Big girl. Um, but unfortunately for Layla Ali, man, when she stepped away from boxing, when during her time, before I get into that, during her time, there was not really any competition for Layla Ali. Even though she boasts a nice record of 24-0, 21 KOs, four-time world champion, there were not really any competition, like how it is today. There were no Claressa Shields, Savannah Marshall, um, and even during that time, there was this woman named Ann Wolfe. Ann Wolfe was the like Mike Tyson of the women's division. Strong fighter, hard puncher, was knocking women the hell out in those times. Um, and that fight was the best fight during that time. And it happened for some reason. Both women, some say that Layla Ali ducked Ann Wolfe. Layla Ali saying also that she actually wanted to fight Ann Wolfe. So, who to believe. But anyway, so Layla Ali, her best competition during her career was Jackie Frazier. Smoking Joe Frazier's daughter. Now, when those two women fought, it was called Ali Frazier 4. And both women they went in there and throw hands, punches, and punches. It was a war. It was fight of the year that year in women's boxing. They picked off where their dads left off, man. War, and Layla Ali won that fight by majority decision. But Layla Ali had to scrap, man, in that fight. It was a war. After that, she fought Christy Martin. That was Layla Ali's last challenge in terms of name opponent. But Layla Ali in 2007, when she scored when she got her last victory in pro, and she scored that first round KO, she never boxed again. And she didn't box again because she accomplished everything she had to accomplish. She was bored. There were no more competitions. She was fed up. She was t- she was she It was to the point that Layla Ali was looking for competition, trying to scout women fighters, look to see who is the best fighter around, for her to get some competition because she was not getting any. And she was fed up, frustrated, bored. And after that fight in '07, she just said, "You know what? I'm young. I'm 29 at the time. I got better things to do. I got a lot going on. I'm trying to write a book, things like that. Doing nails. She was in the business. Like how she said, if you listen to her interview, she was always into business. So she fell back on that. and left boxing for good. And been retired since for 18 years now. And yeah, she there was no competition. And Layla Ali, unfortunately, was not getting paid the way she should have had gotten paid, and the fights that she deserved. Unfortunately, the annual fight was the biggest fight in boxing at the time. Sucks never happened. Now, if you ask me if Layla Ali was fighting today in her prime, would she have done good? Yes, Layla Ali had the goods, man. She could have fought. She was a big girl. She had punching power, and she would have done really well. She would have won multiple world titles. I can see that happening. She would have probably won undisputed. She would have been a hell of. She would have done a. She would have been very successful. Now, Claressa Shields, they say that Layla Ali is jealous. She's jealous of Claressa Shields, and a lot of people are also saying that how could she be jealous? She's one of the greatest fighters of all time in women's boxing. She's the daughter of Muhammad Ali, four-time world champion, 24 0 21 KOs, and she paved the way. Well, if you look at the records for both women fighters, I love Layla Ali, beautiful woman, excellent fighter, and a legend in the sport of women's boxing. But Claressa Shields, if you look at their resume, man, Claressa Shields is day and night compared to Layla Ali. As accomplished and as a hell of a fighter Layla Ali is, Claressa Shields' accomplishments are day and night. Two-time Olympic gold medalist, five-division world champion, two-time undisputed world champion. Claressa Shields has accomplished triple of what Layla Ali has accomplished in her career. Now, at the time, what Layla Ali did was tremendous, was great for women's boxing. But Claressa Shields um, dusted her off with her accomplishments, with this resume. You know, she stepped it up. She tripled those accomplishments. Whatever Layla Ali accomplished back then, Claressa tripled that. Claressa can box. She's got good speed, hand speed. Um, she can get down just like Layla Ali. She can get down. These two women can fight. They can scrap. So when fans are saying that Layla Ali's jealous of Claressa Shields, you may want to believe them because if you look at the resume for Claressa and you look at the resume for Layla, you may understand you may understand what they're saying. Even Claressa. Now, Layla Ali, this is the biggest fight in women's boxing right now if it was to happen. And I think 2025, if this fight was to happen, it should happen right now. It was going to happen 4 years ago, didn't happen for whatever reason. But these two women are talking too much right now. They're still beefing. Both women on their sides. They both sat down with Andre Ward on the interview, and both women said certain things that they can't come back from. Layla Ali said something that Claressa Shields can't come back from, and Claressa Shields said something that Layla Ali can't come back from in terms of our beef. Like it's gonna be hard. Both sides are saying it's gonna be hard to bury what we got. So guess what? Settle it in the damn ring. How about that? Before both women get older. I mean, especially for Layla Ali. She's 45, 46 right now. She looks good, very good. She hasn't boxed since 2007, so that's a ton of rest. I'm sure Layla Ali, the discipline that she has had during her career, and as decorated of a fighter that she is, and disciplined and proud, she's definitely going to get in shape and be at her best against Claressa. Of course, Claressa Shields, you all know how she is, how she get down. Um, she's about to fight Perkins on February 2nd in a heavyweight showdown. So that's an interesting fight. And Perkins is a very big girl. Look at that, she's fighting a big girl. Laila Ali, big hands, big feet, like she said. Um, she's labeled 5'9.5", but to me, Laila Ali to me is bigger than that. I think she's about 5'11". But anyway, this fight should happen. Laila Ali, especially for Laila Ali, who's 46 right now, 47. That's old for boxing, not old for life, but old. But a fight like this won't surprise me if it happened because lately we've been seeing, based on what we've been seeing during boxing, with with Jake Paul stepping in the ring with legendary MMA fighters, retired MMA fighters, um, Mike Tyson coming back at 58 years old to fight Jake Paul. That happened. Seeing those type of things happening won't surprise me. This won't surprise me of seeing Layla Ali have stepping in the ring again to fight Claressa Shields. So, um, let me know what you guys think about this fight if it was to happen. I mean, you guys have seen the interviews, I'm sure. These two women are chopping it up. They're talking a lot. And I said it that I knew after Layla Ali's interview that Claressa Shields was going to respond back. And she did. She went live, I think today, earlier or yesterday, and she responded to Layla Ali from what she said in her interview with Andre Ward. And yeah, these two women should fight, man, and break records and make that money. The money will be there. Layla Ali said if the price is right, she will come back. And back to what Layla Ali said that there's no one in boxing that inspires her to come back and fight. Well, as much as I love Layla Ali as a fighter and as a person, I disagree with her. Claressa Shields is worthy enough for her to come back and fight. She has so much credentials, gold medals, 5 division world champion, 2-time undisputed world champion. Things that Layla Ali herself doesn't have in her pro career, besides being a 4-time world champion, 24-0, 21 KOs, and Muhammad Ali's daughter, which is great because she could have been Muhammad Ali's daughter and not have 24-0, 21 KOs, and 4-time world champion. But you know what that means? She can fight. Layla Ali can fight. But it's been 18 years. But who knows, man? Never say never in boxing. Never say never lately in boxing because we've seen 58-year-old Mike Tyson come back in there. We've seen retired MMA legends get back in there thanks to Jake Paul. So never say never. So we'll see. Even if it's not a pro fight, an exhibition, like Claressa Shields said, even an exhibition will sell. What do you guys think, man? Miracle Boy Boxing, ladies and gentlemen. I am your host, Joseph Cruz. Don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel, guys. It is always a pleasure to talk to you guys about boxing. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Peace.